guys, welcome back to the channel. Metal Marty Mac back with another video. This is now, well, it's not really a spotlight video, but this is a box set of a complete discography of a band. So the band in question is Bloodsport, and this is the box set I'm going to show you. Come out recently on Svart Records, 3 LP box set. So Bloodsport, Blood Money. Why did I keep saying Bloodsport? Fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme. So anybody who has this book or has read this book may have come across them. You may know the album covers from back in Kerrang and that years ago. So they're in the Contact in Blood. So a UK speed / trash band, very short-lived. That's the band there. But yeah, good interview in this book. There's actually a book with this box set, and I think the interview is pretty much the same interview that was in this from 2018. But yeah, it's a good read if you're into this sort of music. So Bloodsport came out in, I think about just formed in around 1984-85 from, they were called Wolfbane then, not to get mixed up with Wolfsbane, but that was the reason why they changed their name. Blaze Bayley came out with Wolfsbane band, and so they changed their name to Blood Money. I was going to say Bloodsport again, which I think is a much better name, by the way. I think it's a cooler name, Blood Money. So yeah, these guys are pretty short-lived. They did a couple of demos. They were signed by Ebony Records and for a 2-record contract. They put the 2 albums out, and then that was the end of them. In the intern after the album, they did a Tommy Vance rock show special and a Friday Night Rock show, which I don't remember if I heard it or not back then, but I do remember the album covers. These album covers were all over the magazines. Well, not all over, but they were in the magazines back then. So anybody of my era, of my age would probably remember the band name. But I knew little of them. I knew they were a speed metal band from mid-80s, and so when I seen these reissues coming out, I was very excited to get them. So yeah, so it's a 3 LP box set from Svart Records. So it's called Complete Execution, if you didn't already know. So this is the box set cover. Now it's a very light box set, box of the box set, if you know what I mean. It's just like a vinyl cover, but it wasn't very dear to buy. Not in my opinion, so there was 3 records. So I seen the 2 reissues coming out in Svart of the 2 albums that the band released, and I thought, great, I'm buying them. Definitely want to hear them. And then I seen the box set. Didn't realize there was a box set for an extra 10 quid or so. There was an extra LP. So the extra LP contains their band's 2 demos that they released, and it also contains 4 tracks from it says Radio Live. So I'm assuming they're from the Tommy Vance live show, and they're excellent tracks. Excellent recordings of them as well. Excuse me. So yeah, I believe this is their complete discography. It's nice to get it all in the one box set for pretty cheap, and they're excellent band. Just give you a little quick bit of a blast of it if you're into old speed metal from that era. I always find when you're listening to an album like this, you need to put yourself back in those days. Okay, a lot of these probably weren't born then, but I would have been 13 when this came out, so I would have been starting to listen to a bit of speed metal and that, Metallica and Slayer and that sort of stuff. Exciter, there are a few Hyrax, there's a few of the bands you could mention, but yeah, this is what they sound like. It's the first album. So yeah, excellent speed metal, really good stuff. So these were really cool pickups. So I was delighted to get it. So as I said, there's 3 albums in this box set. You got the 2 albums, and then you got the bonus record with the demos and the live tracks. So I'll quickly show you what's in them. But yeah, what can you say about the band? Just unfortunately, it didn't last too long. A lot of pressure with the band apparently to record albums. They didn't get to tour much of the first album. As a few weeks after the first album was out, the Ebony Records were pestering them to do another album, to write another album. They said there was no money in touring, that they needed album sales. So yeah, things just got a bit heavy for the boys after the 2 albums, I believe, and unfortunately disbanded. Not fell out for a few years, but I think they're all friends again, which is cool. Some of the boys are back together. They've formed a band. 2 of the members have, called Morgasm or something. It's spelled very funny, but it's hard to make out. But yeah, this is traditional speed metal from the 1980s, so you have to take that into consideration when you're listening to it. Production is a bit ropey. It sounds very live. It's very raw. It's not highly well produced like other stuff that was out at the time, but this is the kind of stuff I love buying. I'd be happy to just continue buy records like this. I wish there was more box sets out of bands like this that had a couple of albums out. So anyway, enough talking. This is a classic cover. This is the cover of Red Raw and Bleeding, the first album. So it came out in 1986. Danny Fox on vocals. Danny Fox has got a very high-pitched vocals. It sort of caught me off guard when I listened to the first song on the album, Metalized, which is a brilliant song. But yeah, you get used to him, and it's brilliant. The music is great, just straight up speed metal, and excellent UK band. So you've got Danny Fox, same lineup. I think they had a few drummer changes for the two albums and for their history, we'll call it. But Danny Fox on vocals, Grammy D on guitars. I think Grammy D done the artwork for this as well. What's his name there? Great stuff. Dale Lee bass and Brett Avoc drums. Excellent drummer as well. So yeah, so that's the first album there. I just love the cover. It's brilliant. Svart did a really good job on this. The only thing I'll say this with Svart is there's no winners, just a black plain inner, and they're all black vinyl, which is pretty Roger Kjovic approved, which is pretty cool. But the sound quality is great, in my opinion. I love old raw heavy metal from the 80s. So yeah, great stuff. Red, Raw and Bleeding. What a great album. Some great tracks in this. Metalized, Gore. I think that could be Lazarus that's on there at the moment. Stormer. The Third Wish, probably my favourite song on this album. Death Heavy. Excellent speed metal. So if you're into the old school 80s metal and you want to pick up some albums and stuff that you might necessarily have, these originals are very dear, I believe, to get. This is a great box set. That's a great price. Probably a lot cheaper in the UK. Okay, so the year after, they follow it up. Same band, Dale Lee, Danny Fox, Brett Avoc, Grammy D. And I don't know if he done the cover for this one or not, but I love this cover. It's very Evil Dead looking for me anyway. So this is Battle Scarred, their second album, second full-length album. Absolutely fantastic album as well. The title track on it, yeah, Battle Scarred, savage. Once again, nothing in the inside, guys, just vinyl. But it doesn't matter. As I said, or if I didn't say, all the lyrics of all the songs are all in the booklet as well. Like, you know, of the two albums in the book, I'll show you in a minute. So there's great numbers on this. First song, Battle Scarred, brilliant. Mutant, The Legend, Charnel House, the name rings a bell. Shapeshifter, Caligula, Atlantis, Evil Bitch. What a great album. So yeah, and a brilliant cover. Absolutely love the cover of that. So yeah, so Svart have done a great job on these. These guys were like a bit over the top on stage, but sure, I think a lot of metal bands were. Even Slayer were in their studs and their all that leather garb like back then. But yeah, great band. Where's Danny Fox? Yeah, really getting to like his vocals. But yeah, great second album. Shame this band didn't last that much longer, but obviously the pressures of record labels and that forced them out, really, going by what I read. And then the third album in the box set is called Metalized, The First Bounty. So this is pretty cool. So this is the demos are on side A, and then you got the 4 live tracks from what I'm thinking is the Tommy Vance show. I'm assuming it is that they're talking about the whole time. So there's 8 tracks on this, 8 demos. They sound great. They sound really trashy. They sound some Motorhead influences there. The first song, I Was Wrong. Check that out, man. Excellent. Metalized is on this, but then the other 7 tracks aren't on any of their albums. So you're getting 7 new tracks, more or less. 7 other tracks. Blood Money, Marrakesh. Salamander's a great song as well. And then you have 4 tracks on side 2 of the live. You've got Third Wish, which is from the first album. And then the other 3 songs, Shapeshifter, Caligula and Battle Scarred from the Battle Scarred album. As I said before, it's just a vinyl, nothing in it. But yeah, another cool cover, another really heavy metal cover. That's class. So that's 3 great vinyls. Also came with a book, as Svart do. Svart don't fuck about with their stuff. So yeah, so it's a nice book here. Lots of pictures. There's the lyrics of the songs from the first album, Red, Raw and Bleeding. Yeah, he's just singing Red, Raw and Bleeding there at the moment. This is a little clip of Battle Scarred. You can hear in the background. Little bit of better production on the second album, but it's still as raw as hell. But yeah, what a great band. Nice pictures. Charnel House, it's obviously a place. Don't really know. This is the full interview there that was done in 2018 with the boys. I believe it's the same interview that's in the Contract in Blood. Contract in Blood. Those Contact in Blood guys. So there's a big picture of the boys there. But yeah, like I say, if you're into old school heavy metal, 80s heavy metal, and you haven't heard these guys, Blood Money, definitely check them out. Worth checking out. Really, really good stuff. I've listened to produced 3 records so much in the last few weeks. It's crazy. I feel like their new albums to me, I've heard them that much now. Like, yeah. So that's Battle Scarred. What a great song. Won't boat. Yeah. Old school speed heavy metal from the UK, from Manchester. Brilliant band. And yeah, that's it, guys. That's my short snippet of that little Bloodsport box. I just want to highlight Blood Money. I keep saying Bloodsport. Blood Money. Super band. Super little box set for the price of it. Definitely worth picking up. I'll leave links for the 2 albums below, and you can have a little snippet of it yourself, have a little listen to it, see what you think. Or am I gone mad? So let me know in the comments what you think about Blood Money. If you know them, they're excellent. If you don't, check them out. So yeah, guys, cheers. Thanks for all for watching. I'll leave you there. It's Saturday. Lots of music to listen to, lots of movies to watch. So yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one. Hopefully it's that doom metal one with the 8 doom albums. You know the series I'm doing at the moment. So yeah, I might do another spotlight of another band soon. You know, a band with small discographies that sort of get looked over or that as well. But that's it, guys. Cheers. Thanks for watching. I'll chat to you all soon. Stay heavy.